Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA Legends in the Modern Era Ultimate Season Showdown. And today's next game is going to be Team Diesel going on the road to play against the Atlanta Hawks following their shocking and debilitating loss against the New York Knicks only 48 hours ago, where they had a 15-point lead and blew it. I don't want to say they blew it, but New York came on really strong in the fourth quarter and really got back into that game. And their defense had a lot to do with it too because they took Shaquille O'Neal out of what he wanted to do in the low post, and they took the 3-point line away from Team Diesel, which has been one of their main weapons they've been using all season long to secure that high spot. So in doing so, Showtime, because they've been winning a lot of games recently, they're one of the highest teams in the NBA as well, with 9 games won in a row. They are currently the number one team in the Western Conference. However, not by much, as you can see to your left hand of the screen, as Team Diesel was only a half game behind them for the number one spot here in December, as teams are separating themselves and locking in their long-term destinies for their playoff position battles for the rest of the season. As you can see, Showtime and Diesel are pretty much playing tennis with the number one and two spot right now, where the Jays, the Dream, the Mambas, and the Warriors are all competing for that coveted third spot that basically guarantees you home court advantage at least in the first 2 rounds of the NBA playoffs. And that is the part they're playing for. That's still achievable. I don't think anybody's going to catch Team Diesel or Showtime because that 3.5 game deficit that the Jays have, it's going to be hard because remember, the reason why the top teams are the top teams, they don't go on 3 or 4 game losing streaks. It takes, once you get locked in that far up, it's very hard to be caught by the lower teams. So I think the third seed is still up for grabs, and right now that's being disputed right now between the Jays, the Dream, the Mambas and the Warriors. All have an outside chance of securing that long term. So, but without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into Shaquille O'Neal's journey here. We'll go ahead and take a look here at how the Diesel's been doing on the season. Shaq in the modern era right now, as we see, is averaging 36 points. He's given you 4. Listen, this is the most Shaq has ever averaged for his career up to this point for 2001. Almost 5 offensive rebounds per game. That is a lot for Shaq. Remember, Shaq in his heyday was not what you would call a big time rebounder, like you would think. You would think Shaq would be like a Chamberlain-esque type rebounder. Shaq, I think he gets a lot of rebounds most on positioning, but not by effort. As you can see here through all of his main seasons when he was still a young man, he never once topped 15 rebounds, not one time in his career. But here in the modern era, because of the lack of size, because of all the small ball that we're seeing, he's averaging 23 rebounds a night because there's not. I mean, he's facing guys who are like 6'6", 6'7". I mean, come on. Even Shaq on a day where he doesn't even care is going to get 10, 15 rebounds just by showing up. And also he's getting 7 assists a night because of all the crazy double teams he sees. And in the modern era, the good thing is there are so many great shooters now. I mean, the average guy now shoots 40% from the 3-point line. So it's like, who do you leave now? When Shaq was playing, it wasn't like that. Usually you have about maybe 2 guys that you wouldn't leave, the other guys you kind of would cheat off of. In today's game, you really can't do that with a dominating low post center. And Shaq is leveraging that very much as he's averaging 7 assists on the season. Also with a steal and a half and 4 blocks. And shooting a insane 72%. Again, the small ball that he sees, not a lot of defensive deterrence. So, with that being said, that little quick rundown, guys, let's go ahead and get into this game against the Atlanta Hawks. And yeah, let's see if the Diesel and Team Diesel can get back on their winning ways after that loss against the New York Knicks. Sit back, enjoy, and I hope you guys consider giving this video a like and hit the notification bell as we continue on with the NBA Legends season. And let's get into it.
York, 6'7", number 5. Guard, 6'1", number 11. That puts the York Atlanta Hawks is playing tonight. One more time. Let's hear it for York Atlanta Hawks.
A look at San Diego's starting group. Klay Thompson is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Bagley. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Now here's Thompson. O'Neal looking around. Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. O'Neal a screen on Daniel. Great open look there.
Getting that off just in time. Thompson, great awareness.
Pass to Reza Shea. Back to Young. Fires the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Okongwu. No good on that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Schroeder passes to Thompson. Now here's Shaq. San Diego needs to get off his shot. Porter, no luck. Outside Daniel. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his first foul.
Really
Just
for a mid-range shot.
To sacrifice his body and take the charge.
San Diego is on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Porter. Thompson sets the pick for Porter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, getting a bump on Porter, it's a common strategy defensively, but he knows that, and he's ready for it.
Reza Shea with it, guarded by Porter. Reza Shea with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Takes the 3, drills the three-pointer.
A true highlight of Reza Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
San Diego, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here's Thompson. His last outing, 16 points for him. Outside, Bagley. Clock at 6. Porter passes to O'Neal. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Rebound by the Hawks. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they played with outstanding energy, communicated well, and were very disruptive defensively.
And here is San Diego now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Schroeder. 12 points his last outing. Thompson passes to O'Neal. Back to Thompson. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Thompson's got 5.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Now, here's Bagley, following the missed shot by Onyeka Okongwu. Back to Bagley and finished off by Bagley.
Well, how many times have we seen Schroeder succeed in this action? He knows every way to create out of the pick and roll.
Outside Daniel. Stolen by Thompson. Schroeder kicks to Bagley. Doesn't go that time. The Hawks trail by 4. Johnson with a screen on Schroeder. Young, no good. San Diego, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Elbow shot is on the way. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Shea, guarded by Porter for 3. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Schroeder against Young. Daniels with the steal. Young in the corner. Lots of room. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
Outside Porter. Johnson against Bagley. San Diego moving the ball around. Here's Shaq. Makes it off the glass.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Outside Daniel. Back to Young. Pass to Shea. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Thompson. Back to Shea. Over Porter. And it's Shea missing.
Yeah, it's tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that closely.
Schroeder outside. O'Neal is double. Thompson passes to Porter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Porter's got 5.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Johnson finds Young to the left side wing. Johnson, the pass to Young. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Here's Schroeder. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 11-point game. Throws it up high. Porter with the steal. Shoots over Shea. Rebound by Johnson. That has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Pass to Young. 6 to shoot. To end the cold streak. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Shea with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. 5 points in the game.
Well, you can see Shea finding his footing on offense more and more, including when to shoot it.
Schroeder passes to Porter. Schroeder, left side. High post Bagley. Porter outside. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Looking at San Diego, they want to turn it around after that loss to New York. Young for 3. It's hauled in by San Diego. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game play.
That game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
First one falls for him.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Kuminga comes in for Rizachet. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Dyson Daniel. And so Thompson nails both of them. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
And here is Ellis following Jonathan Kuminga's three. They set the pick. Joe in the corner. San Diego with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
O'Neal with the steal. Joe with it. Okongwu covering. Ellis can't get it to go.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Dunn. It's hauled in by San Diego.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose the rebounding battle.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Ellis. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Kuminga. A 17-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Pass to Joe and taken away by Johnson. Kuminga with it. Picked up by Thompson. Baseline try. Johnson dishes to Okongwu. Johnson kicks to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Over Joe. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
To the paint. Here's Shaq. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
And the first one drops.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. 1:16 left in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tries a 3. Good on the triple. And here is Ellis. Still without a basket. Pass to O'Neal. Charge outside. McDermott, no one around him. San Diego with another miss.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Here's Buffkin. Poked loose. Stolen by Ellis. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Shaq with the slam.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
The Hawks trail by 12. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Newell. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Sharp. Joe finds O'Neal. And the shot goes in. 8 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. San Diego ahead, leading by 14. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. so far through one quarter. It's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for San Diego.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Newell out there with Kuminga. Then there's Dunn, and it's Krejci in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. San Diego leading by 14. No question, Michael Porter Jr. is a true shooter. Stan, he gets out there and scores, it seems like, every possession.
Well, listen, Michael Porter Jr. is not only a great shooter, he's got that high release that people can't get to. So he knows when he shoots it. It's just a matter of make or miss.
And here is Dunn after Michael Porter made the last three-pointer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Saric. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut to finish it, and you don't, and the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
That one misses. And Schroeder's got the ball here for San Diego. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. He gets that one. Saric has got his first 2 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Inside, here's Newell, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Schroeder passes to Porter. Here's Eubanks. Back to Porter. Over Newell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Newell can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Schroeder outside, takes it inside. Eubanks again, San Diego.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Hawks trail by 21. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Thank you. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back to you guys.
A good partnership. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, you got to get out on Young when he's rolling around the perimeter, especially from these corner spots.
Joe passes to Porter. And here's Schroeder. Pass to Joe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter outside. Rebound, Atlanta. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And Young kicks to Daniels. Hawks passing it around. Here's Newell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Good two-man game by the Hawks right there.
The Atlanta shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Shooting one.
One shot.
San Diego leading by 15. to Joe. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Porter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Zach LaVine.
And for that game against Los Angeles, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Now, here's Kuminga. He's been a factor in their offense.
Nice
Nights
move
with
by
his
Kuminga.
scoring average at nearly 16
Trying to get
points
back
a
into this
game.
game now.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. To the middle. Here's Porter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Daniels, no good. San Diego leading by 11. Here's Eubanks. Newell pulls it in.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And Kuminga throws it down.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
Now here's Schroeder. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The shot by Sharch, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 or 2 on 3 quarters here in the second quarter.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pass to Joe. Sharch looking around. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. Rizachet's got his 4th rebound in this one. Deflects the pass. And now San Diego on the break. And finished off by Porter.
Well, it's been that kind of night for Porter Jr. He's in attack mode.
The Hawks trail by 9. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Well, I know what their coach is preaching in this huddle. Can you guys please stop turning it over?
The Conroos checked in for the Hawks. And San Diego also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. Schroeder against Young. Now Schroeder. Pass to Joe. The kick out to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Rebound Atlanta. Rizachet's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, Daniels. Young outside. This one for 3. And Shaq pulls it down. Shaq's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 9 points. On the wing, Daniels. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Well, Ricochet does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now, a chance at the line.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Ricochet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
understand Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets.
San Diego leading by 9. Here's Porter. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's foul number 2 for him.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good.
Oh, I thought that was an offensive
advantage.
Oh, wow. I gave it to Saric.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 13 for the field since the start of the second. And here's Young from the arc. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Nice to see Ricochet assert himself on the glass, hustling to get his team a second chance opportunity.
Pass to Joe. Down low. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
In the offense, York.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Klay Thompson. Ricochet with it. Porter's there. Young outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Excellent break, and it started with Schroeder's steal. He's just a pest defensively.
Johnson with a screen on Porter. Here's Ricochet, guarded by Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ricochet. It's hauled in by San Diego. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, putting some physicality there behind his motion. Porter Jr. attacking the inside.
For San Diego, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And that one misses.
Well, we talk a lot about Porter Jr.'s jump shot, his ability to space the floor, but I like his rebounding as well.
Catching up on the changes for San Diego. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Saric. Thompson comes in for Isaiah Joe. And it's Keon Ellis in for Dennis Schroeder. He's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. And Atlanta has possession. It's a 14-point game.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
That one's not going to go. Ellis the pass to Porter. Here's Shaq. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, every year in the league, Johnson's become a better three-point shooter. That tells you how hard he works in the offseason.
Outside, Bagley. Pass to O'Neal. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ricochet finds Okongwu. Back to Ricochet. Johnson wide open. He fires. No good on the 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
They're finding lanes into the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The Hawks making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. The Hawks trail by 14. Pass to Ricochet. And here's Johnson outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Ellis, the pass to O'Neal. Look out, Rim! Here comes Shaq.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Young dishes to Kuminga. Wide open look here for Okongwu. A three-pointer, no good. San Diego leading by 13 to the inside. Nifty move. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
For San Diego, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And the free throw, no good. Out to Thompson. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Shaq. Defended by Kuminga. O'Neal. And the shot is long. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Down by 15. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
Young taking his time here. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And so Young nails them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Rizachet. Johnson finds Young. Here's Kuminga. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. San Diego leads by 16. Now let's check in with Allie
Jr. on fire tonight. 23 points.
What do you have for us, Allie?
On pace for 50.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well.
We knew they wanted a track meet, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So it's the Hawks now. It's a 16-point game. Taking a look at San Diego. We've got Bagley. Klay Thompson is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Porter. And it's Shaq in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Daniels. He has yet to score. 5 on the clock. Here's Young driving in. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Young's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hawks. And the shot goes down. And San Diego leads by 16.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Rizage. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Kongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And finished off by Bagley.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this. More than if everything had just been smooth. Back over to you guys.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, year after year, Young is one of the best when it comes to drawing fouls.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 6. O'Neal sets the screen for Schroeder over Young. And Shaq with the slam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Rizage, guarded by Porter. In the corner, Daniels. Okongwu a screen. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display.
Oh, big Shaq all over it.
At turning shots away with that size and length.
San Diego leading by 16. Schroeder surveying the floor. Pass to Shaq. Out to Thompson. There's the 3. That's in. Coming off the assist from O'Neal. O'Neal's got 3 assists now in this one. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you didn't offer more resistance.
Chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at San Diego, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
Well, right now for San Diego, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Here's Daniels. Still yet to score. Here's Rizage. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 6. Back to Shaq. San Diego moving the ball around. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Shaq. O'Neal's got 4 assists in the game. Johnson outside. Pass to Rizage. Back to Johnson. Young from outside. Sinks the triple. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, one of the best from deep. Trae Young with the emphatic 3.
Assistance by
Schroeder outside. O'Neal passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here is Daniels. San Diego getting their last shot to go in. Rizage wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Schroeder. Shaq down low. Covered by Okongwu. Here's O'Neal. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Riesenshek. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, from the start of his rookie year, we found out what Riesenshek could do. Such a tough young player.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for San Diego?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Now here's Shaq. 19 points in the game. Three-pointer Bagley. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Schroeder with the ball. He's got 9. Pass to Shaq. The kick out to Porter. Now here's Thompson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Schroeder. Now Bagley. Here's O'Neal. Covered by Okongwu. Shaq can't get it to go.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Young sets a screen for Johnson. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for San Diego. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. O'Neal is double. The fader. The Hawks trail by 21. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough.
The previous play is under review.
In real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Atlanta. And San Diego will go with a different look here. Sharge checked in for Bagley. McDermott comes in for Porter. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Ellison for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, when you watch Onyeka Okongwu, he's a guy who rebounds, scores, improves his game, and he's still got a lot of room to grow.
Now here's Ellis. Still scoreless.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Johnson with it, covered by Sharge. Okongwu with the screen for Riesenshek. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. Look at O'Neal, top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Both free throws good from Okongwu.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's got 19. No coverage that time.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Outside Daniels. Dunn sets a screen for Daniels. Johnston outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Ellis. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to McDermott. San Diego moving the ball around. The three. And there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Shaq. And it's 6 points for Ellis.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now, here's Okongwu. He's got 7. Three-pointer, Daniels. It's rebounded by O'Neal. San Diego shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Pass to Joe. Outside, O'Neal. Now Saric covered by Johnson. And he converts the layup.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Dunn. Back to the basket by Dario Saric. Outside Daniels. Hits the three-point bomb. Daniels has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now San Diego with it. They're on a 14-6 run. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For San Diego, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Good on the second free throw. So it's Atlanta now. And here is Dunn. No scoring in this one. Inside, here's Newell. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Ellis outside, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Atlanta is shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And Shaq comes to help. Shaq's up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Ellis surveying the D. Shaq dishing to McDermott. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you see the power, but O'Neal shares it nicely as well.
For San Diego, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Trey Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. This Hawks squad is struggling. Here's Krejci. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Young. Here's Kuminga. Clock at 6. Some solid defense from Saric. And here is San Diego now. Ellis kicks to McDermott. And here is O'Neal. Dunn covering. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
52 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint. Here's Shaq. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here is Young. He's got 14 to the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
San Diego shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. To the middle. O'Neal finds Ellis. Good on the three-point shot. Ellis has got 9.
Well, that's Ellis's role offensively. Most of his shots come from beyond the arc.
Young against Ellis. Three-pointer. No good that time. And so it's San Diego having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout.
Look at how many
we've got
shots.
more
Look how he's wide
Sports
open.
coming your way after this break.
The quality of the shot is what matters, man. Look at all these wide open threes they're getting. They're taking just as many as Atlanta is, but the quality is different.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They got done. Newell out there with Kuminga. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. Stand teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Joe finds Saric. San Diego moving the ball around. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Now, here's Dunn. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Schroeder against Young. Shoots over Schroeder, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Saric just screen on Young. Schroeder. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the bucket.
And the anticipation of Saric. Outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Dunn looking over the floor. Fires the 3. Young, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The offensive rebound. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Joe. Up top, Porter. From deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. O'Connor's checked in for Newell.
Number 17, Onyeka Okongwu.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Kuminga sends a screen for Young. And it's good, 2 points. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Nice work by Young. He can be a pest.
Here's Schroeder. Now Porter. Pass to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
Timed it just right. Okongwu with a great block.
And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Okay, wow. Okongwu, unreal.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now, here's Schroeder. Coach, when you've had to scout for prospects, how much stock did you put in the NBA Combine?
Well, I think, Kevin, you can get certain things out of the Combine. I think the physical testing stuff is good to at least give you a baseline on guys. I think getting a chance to talk to some of the players is outstanding. And then just anytime you get another chance to watch guys work, watch guys play, it's just another data point for you.
And so it looks like San Diego will retain possession here. Here's Joe.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Now, here is Young. Okongwu a screen. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the front.
He's off on the first. And San Diego will go with a different look here. Shaq is checked in for Eubanks. Bagley comes in for Saric. Thompson, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And it's Ellison for Dennis Schroeder. Now here's Ellis. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Here's Rizachet. Michael Porter making his last shot. No good on the wing three.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Ellis outside. Pass to O'Neal. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And that's the thing about Bagley. Big, athletic, versatile, very hard to stop without fouling.
And he's good on the second. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Pass to Porter. Bagley kicks to Ellis. And here's Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
One shot.
The free throw off from O'Neal. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Young.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Here's Rizachet. The basket good off the assist from Young.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
San Diego, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Pass to Thompson. Daniels with the steal. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season, he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
Now, here is O'Neal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. O'Neal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Johnson finds Rizachet. Okongwu with a screen on Porter. And it's Rizachet missing.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Pass to Thompson. Ellis outside. Now O'Neal. O'Neal is double. Fades away. And the shot goes in. O'Neal's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Here's Rizachet, guarded by Porter. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Daniel. Launches a 3. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Ellis outside. O'Neal on the wing. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Young. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. And here's Young from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 5 assists in the game. San Diego has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Ellis to the paint. O'Neal is double. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 11 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Johnson. Young outside. Pass to Daniel. Now Rizachet. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Rizachet so talented with the ball in his hands.
San Diego, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Ellis outside. Now here's Thompson. He's covered by Daniels. O'Neal passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Johnson with a screen on Ellis. Up there for Johnson. The shot will not fall.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
A selfless player. Ellis is always looking to make the next pass.
Atlanta's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Okongwu. Now, here is Young. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by San Diego. O'Neal's got his 16th rebound on the night.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Diego.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shaquille O'Neal.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Here's Shea following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Okongwu with the screen for Daniels. It's hauled in by San Diego. On the wing, Porter, guarded by Shea.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
So San Diego wins it. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shaq.
Well, completely wire-to-wire dominant performance by Team Diesel here. Just completely taking advantage of the inside presence of Shaquille O'Neal, getting all those easy buckets, man. Easy three-point shots. Man, the Atlanta Hawks made 12 threes tonight, but so did Team Diesel. But they took 35 to make theirs. Team Diesel took 22 to make theirs. They shot 55%, and most of the three-pointers, as we'll see in the highlight package, I'm assuming will show that most of them were wide open. 35 team assists. Shaquille O'Neal with 10 assists tonight. And I've always had a theory. I've been saying it for the longest. The NBA game today is not a guard's game anymore. It's a big man's game because the spacing and the small ball aspects and the shooting. The shooting is so good today, and the game is so small that if you have a dominant low post big man who can pass out of double teams, you're virtually assured you're gonna win 50 games easy and go to the playoffs minimum. It's so hard to stop that because everybody now shoots 40% minimum, mostly in the NBA now from 3-point line, and you space the game out and you put someone like Shaquille O'Neal or even just someone like like today like with Jokic, guys who have decent like he's and in my opinion Jokic is nowhere near in the same caliber as Shaquille O'Neal with his back to the basket down in the post. But you take someone like that, you double team him, he's going to get all types of opportunities to pass out of that. That's why his assists are so high. Because remember, it's not just your passing talent that gets the assist; it's the talent of the guy to be able to finish in those situations that matters. So and today we see a situation where the 3-point line the leverage that everybody says the game is more skilled today than it's ever been. I disagree with that. I think there are certain skills that are being focused on, while other skills are being laid to bear. Like for instance, like again, back to the basket skills are not being practiced, defensive skills are not being practiced. That's why you're seeing those things go down the NBA today. However, the 3 point line has been 100% overemphasized. This is why you see such proficiency from it today in today's game. But everything else is being, forgotten. But as we take a look here at the statistics here, Team Diesel 7 offensive rebounds, but that's a misleading stat. When you shoot 61% from the field, you don't have a lot of misses. You don't have a lot of misses. They shot 43% for the Hawks. They only got 79 shots tonight. That's not a lot. Not a lot. And Team Diesel at one point were up by 33 points. So yeah, guys, and they had 11 steals, 3 blocks, total domination. Trey Young got shut down for the most part. 4 for 15 from downtown tonight. Yikes. They just did that. They did basically fuck all on offense. It was just get to the 3 point line, launch it up. They just you don't have anything to combat with Shaquille O'Neal. Meanwhile, conversely here, Shaquille O'Neal, 36 points, 17 assists, 17 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 blocks, 1 turnover. Goes 21 shots, makes 15 of them. But he also has the help. Again, Michael Porter Jr. was drafted to be the second best player on the team because I felt like in the draft, I thought, okay, you're going to need that guy that can get his own shot when Shaq gets double teamed or he's not in the game to hold your offense down, basically to be his Kobe or his Penny Hardaway, so to speak. Not saying Michael Porter Jr. is anywhere near those two guys because he's not, but he can in the modern era. He can fill it up, and you can see here, 11 for 20, went 4 for 8, got a lot of open shots off of Shaq's double teams, and hey, there it was. Klay Thompson, you already know what to expect there. It's one of the greatest shooters of all time, and in his twilight, but still a great spot up shooter. 13 points, 4 for 5 from downtown, 3 for 3 from downtown. Keon Ellis, one of the best 3 point shooters in the league, 3 and D guy, 3 for 4. McDermott, the old head, Doug McDermott, coming off the bench. So yeah, just a wire-to-wire victory here. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. We'll start with Michael Porter Jr. first. Michael Porter had a hell of a first half, man. He had like 23 points in the first half. He was dominant, man. Swinging the ball. So one thing I'm noticing, Team Diesel pretty much just plays inside out. I mean, they don't not a lot of mid-range shots because they run the ball pretty much through Shaq, and you run off-ball screens and veers off the edges, and then you get your slashes to the basket. They didn't show any of the 3 pointers. That's okay though. Let's go ahead and show Klay Thompson. Here it is right here. Bam. There was a chance to go ahead and swing it over there to Ellis, but he just went ahead and shot with Cliff. That quick release, you still get it off, even though the defense was closing out on him. There it is. There it is. He did it right there. Relay pass. There it is again. That back door. That's that backdoor cut I was telling you guys about. They don't do a lot of mid range. Don't do a lot from the mid range. Pretty much Team Diesel's offensive focus is pretty much low post with Shaq. Wait for the double team if it comes. If not, let Diesel go to work and hit the 3 point line. Pretty much what the Lakers did in the 2000s. I mean, if you go back and watch the Lakers with Phil Jackson, they really didn't run a lot of mid-range plays per se. I mean, Kobe would do what he do with his one-on-one skills, but most of their plays would be ran out of the post in order to set up outside shots for guys off double teams that Shaq would see. And then, of course, the game would get late. They'd open it up and let Kobe do his thing. And you're liable to see anything in that situation with Kobe. But throughout the first 3 quarters of the game, you go back and watch the old Lakers from the 2000s, man. That's pretty much just how they played. Not a lot of mid-range shots, and pretty much a bunch, it's all the way to the basket or 3 point shots. With Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, Brian Shaw, um, obviously Robert Ory, those kind of guys. But yeah, that's a story here from Team Diesel Land. Let's go ahead and move this along and see who the next game is up. I believe it's Team Dr. J and Elijah on again coming up. Before we go forward with that, let's take a look here at Team Diesel. They are now once again tied. Has the lead on them because I believe has Showtime play. I don't believe Showtime has played Team Diesel. That loss that they took to the New York Knicks really hurt them. So now they're playing catch up with Showtime. You see how the separation is taking place. How Team Diesel and Showtime are pretty much they're nowhere in danger of falling from either the number two. They're secure right now, and they have such a big lead on the other teams. It's going to be almost impossible to catch them now for the number 1 and 2 spot. Right now, the Jays, the Dream, and the Mambas. The Mambas were up there at one point. The Mambas got basically no chance of catch. They're 5 games behind. I don't see Kobe or the Dream getting up into the number one spot unless Showtime and Diesel have a complete collapse on the season. The Jays are right there, number 3 spot. The Dream are right there, competing for the number 3 spot, as well as the Mambas and the Golden State Warriors. You can see right there a possible threatening from the Clippers and the Thunder if those teams were to go on losing streaks. The aforementioned teams above them go on losing streaks, they could possibly pull up there. But right now, as it stands, the Jays, the Dreams, the Mambas, and the Warriors are basically battling for that number 3 spot long term. Well, because you want to get that number 3 spot because it means that you're going to have home court advantage. Excuse me, home court advantage in the first round. At least the first 2 rounds, because remember, the 1 plays the 8, the 2 plays the 7, and the 3 plays the 6. If thing holds to form, you go to the second round. The 3 still gets that home court advantage game against the potential. Usually, the 3 plays the 5 or the 4. In that situation, you get the home court advantage. Whoever wins that round, I believe. Now, or is it the other way around? I think it's the 2 and the 7. The 3 plays the 2 and the 7 in the second round. Yeah, my bad. It's 2 and the 7. My fault. Usually it's the 5 and the 4. The winner of the 5 and the 4 plays the 1 and the 8 winner. So, but you still potentially could get a home court advantage game because it is likely that a 7 could beat a number 2 seed. It's possible. So you could still get one that way in the second round. But needless to say, you want to get that because you want to avoid playing a legend team in the first round because that would be a grueling series. Every time these legend teams have matched up, they have all been great. Well, you haven't seen now one blowout game when a legend team makes a legend team. It's been a war every time. Okay, you don't want a 7 game war. You don't want to see Kobe Bryant in a 7 game series or Hakeem Olajuwon the first time out in the playoffs, so to speak. So that pretty much sums that up for you guys that may be new to the channel and don't understand those dynamics there with the playoff seedings. Let's go ahead and focus on who is coming up next. I think it's gonna be. I think it's Team Olajuwon. No, I think today's games are done. I think today's games are done. Yep, we've played all today's games for the most part. Yep, that was the last game for today, so we'll move on to the next day. And we have no, it's actually Team Diesel. We're coming back with Team Diesel again, and they'll be going out to Minnesota. And they're continuing their road trip, and that is going to be a good one. That is going to be a beauty. Team Diesel in their last matchup with Minnesota. Let's go ahead and put it on Team Diesel real quick here, because I don't think there are any games on today. Yep, there are no games today on this particular day. So let's go ahead and fast forward or fast back to those games with Team Diesel. In their first matchup with the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was 107-95 finish with Team Diesel taking that one. Anthony Edwards showed up with 27 points. However, I believe Gobert was not able to play that game. He was mostly injured. So he didn't play very much that game, so he wasn't much of a factor. And the second game was a absolute war, absolute battle. 112 to 115. Team Diesel wins it by 3. And you can see they had to put 36 points in the fourth quarter to keep the Minnesota Vikings, the Minnesota Timberwolves at bay. With Anthony Edwards was on fire in this game. Look, he had 44 points. Bro, he had 44 points on 26 shots and made 15 and went 7 for 12 in this game. Nas Reed was killing it, bro. Look at this. 30 points from Nas. 10 for 12, 5 for 6. Holy shit. Like I said, it's going to be a hell of a game. And this game, you can see here, too, Rudy Gobert was healthy, had 13 rebounds. But look here, he had 5 of them were offensive, and Shaq and him were down there. Remember, they don't double team when Gobert is in there. So you get Shaq and Gobert battling one-on-one. And it makes them more you don't get most of Shaq's playmaking comes off double teams. If you don't double team Shaq, he doesn't really have a way to create shots for other guys outside of that. That's where the difference is. If you can find someone that can stick Shaq, at least, somewhat, because Gobert does not have the strength to play Shaquille O'Neal, but he does have the length. Remember, Rudy Gobert is what? He's 7'1" with a crazy wingspan, so he can bother Shaq at the high point of the ball. He can't bang with him, but he certainly can bother his shot at the high point of the ball. But needless to say, Anthony Edwards in this game was phenomenal. I expect to see another one from him. And Nas Reed was just impossible. Look at that stat line, man. 30 points and 7 rebounds. He went 10 for 12, bro. 5 for 6. 5 for 9 for the free throw line. Man, that was amazing. So I expect to see another good one here with that one, guys. So with Team Diesel now chasing Team Showtime for the #1 spot. And then following that game, they conclude their road game here against Shaq and Kareem will meet for the first or second time, I believe. No, I believe this will be the first time that they will meet in the Legends season. So that's going to be a war. So Team Diesel has been on the road for quite a while now. And now they'll be finishing their road trip against Kareem. Then they'll come back home for Dallas. And then they'll be right back on the road again with some tough games. They got Denver, that will be tough. Miami will be tough. And of course, you got the Bad Boys. That's going to be a battle war. A war that they've already played before. Then they got the Clippers again. So let's go ahead and get that matchup set up here for you guys. You got the Diesel and the Timberwolves. Team Kareem and the Pistons. Then you got Jordan versus Chamberlain 2, guys, coming up today. And then you got the Mavericks and the Bad Boys. And then you got the Jays and the Dream in their second game of their blood feud going on. So a lot going on here in the Legends season, guys. Oh, we have a trade offer here. The Team Kareem is being offered their offer. Remember, the rules are trades can happen, but they have to come from teams. It has to be organic, and we can go ahead and take a look at it and see if it makes any sense. Because they're offering Trey Jones from the Chicago Bulls for Chris Paul. Picks don't matter because this is a one-off season. Picks don't matter. So let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and take a look at here what he has to offer from a talent perspective. And basically, what you're looking for your point guard for Kareem, someone who can dribble, penetrate, create, hit the 3-point shot, but also defend. If he could do that, and he's younger, break starter, he's got a dimer, he's got lightning launch, so yeah, he's got that. Can he shoot though? Because Chris Paul, for all of his great, even though he's old now, he doesn't have the stamina that you once had. He does have that mid-range shot. He can stop and pop in the pick and roll coming off as the ball handler. The problem is he's older now. He can't stay on the floor as much. He's 40 years old. So you're wondering, yeah. See, look at that. He doesn't have the same stamina he once had, as well as he should. He's 40 years old. But he doesn't play a lot of minutes. So you're wondering, could he come in and be a backup to that guy? Now, he doesn't have the mid-range shot that he has, but he has the potential to improve his three-point shot a little bit better. And he is taller. My question is, can he defend? Perimeter defense is, no, that's not going to work. You need people who can get out there and cover. He can push the ball, though, on some level, though. He's got some speed and agility. Speed with the ball. What's the speed with the ball rating? Speed with the I'll tell you what, the speed with the ball, yeah, it's not that good. It's good, but it's not blowing you away, you know what I mean? Because Chris Paul's is 79. It's right there. It's comparable. And he's got more going on. So no, it's a no-go for me. Because remember, Chris Paul's the backup point guard on the team anyway. D'Angelo is the one that starts for Team Kareem. So we're gonna go ahead and decline this trade, even though it's interesting to look at. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this set up on Team Diesel. And I will end this stream and come back with that game for you guys a little bit later. And this should be a good one. Anthony Edwards with a little bit of a knee injury, looks like, on his right knee. He'll be playing through that. Team Diesel with the Diesel jerseys for this one. And it should be a good one, guys. I will see you for that one coming up a little bit later. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.